For your free quote today, call in the next 5 minutes and get your first month free. 800-418-1754. 800-418-1754.
This is home for CBS WZMQ 19.
Mike, good evening, everyone. I'm Sarah Blakely. Tonight on your WZMQ 19 News, we're getting a closer look at the trail conditions on the UP 200 race route. Hear from the trail boss about why the snow base isn't adequate and led to the race's cancellation. Plus, we're live in Negaunee at the Heikki-Lunta Festival, wishing for more snowfall. A look at the fun weekend that's getting started tonight. And new details about where the fire in downtown Escanaba last week was started as the investigation into the cause continues. Your 19 News starts now.
Live from the UP, this is WZMQ 19 News at 6.
Well, it was another good day across the UP. We had a pretty decent amount of sunshine today, and that's how it's going to be through this weekend. You can see Doppler Max's hush hush, and this is how it's going to stay through this weekend and through much of next week. We are watching the chance for a few showers that's going to arrive mainly Wednesday and Thursday of next week. But I'm telling you, we're talking about sunshine and above average temperatures. We should be into the upper 20s for high temps this time of the year, and we're not going to see that for at least a little while down the road. 21 in Marquette tonight, clear skies, a south wind averaging 5 to 10, and that's above average. Our low temperature is above average. So Escambia, same deal here, 22, mostly clear, south winds 5 to 10, and looking out towards Houghton will be around 23. So everybody hovering right into the lower 20s tonight, partly to mostly clear. And Iron Mountain, you guys will go for a low of around 22 with a south wind averaging 5 to 10. But the weekend is looking gorgeous, and through early next week, details in a few.
Thanks, Dakota. We have new video tonight of what the trail conditions look like following the UP 200 sled dog race cancellation. Our Mitchell Wright joins us in the studio. Mitch, you went out there today. What'd you see?
Trail managers were kind of walking me through the amount of snow that's really this year at a bare minimum. I mean, last year's race really was canceled just due to the icy conditions, but this year it's really the overall snow amount that's ended up canceling the race. This is part of the UP 200 race trail just off of M28 in Dearton.
Usually we have, a good safe crossing here.
UP 200 trail boss Mike Scholin says by this time, 2 weeks away from race day, there's easily 3 feet of packed snow for him and the crews to work on. It might look like good snow from a bird's eye view, but on the back of the sled, there's less than 4 inches stuck to the ground.
It's just not, this year it just wasn't feasible after observing those conditions last weekend. Typically this time of year would have 3-4 feet of snow as a base. I measured about 12 inches of snow, and with the continuing temperatures in the forecast as we have it through the end of next week, it just wasn't going to happen this year.
Yearly, they do face challenges with the trails themselves. Some parts of the trails lead across private land or bodies of running water that need to be maintained.
You can still see remnants of our snow, and we had probably 6 to 7 inches of ice coming across through here.
Even in warm spells like this year, the groomers can sometimes take snow off the edge of the track, giving mushers at least a little bit of trail. But Scholin says with snow that sounds like this, 200 plus miles of running dogs is just not feasible in these conditions.
And with the sun and warming everything up, melting, freezing at night, it's going to create for very, very icy conditions.
As you were just hearing there, trail managers are saying those overnight temperatures dropped, mixed with the warm weather, just made the snow and slushy, material kind of unable to be packed. And Sarah, race officials, and I mean all of us, are really hoping for next year's weather to be just a little bit better for the race.
Yeah, let's all do the Heikki-Lunta dance and hope for better weather next year. Mitch, thank you very much. And speaking of the Upper Snow God, it definitely doesn't feel like the middle of winter, but the city of Negaunee is celebrating the snow god. WZMQ Scott Minchell is live at the Heikki-Lunta Festival. Hey Scott, how's it going out there?
Sarah, it's going good. It's actually getting a little bit colder, but they definitely were doing the Heikki Lunta dance here this weekend because as you can see right behind me, this snow is ready to go for the Rail Jam tonight. But joining me is Nate Heffron, the city manager here in Negaunee. Nate, tell me, what went into getting this ready for the Rail Jam?
Oh, many days and hours. Thank you to our DPW and other staff that helped make this happen. We have a lot of supporters, businesses that pitched in to make all this possible here in Negaunee this evening.
Yeah, well, this evening is only the start of the Heikki Lunta Festival. We got a lot going on. Tell me, what can people see tomorrow and even Sunday?
So tomorrow is really a family day. We have a gourmet s'mores bar. There's miniature horse rides, sledding party. All that starts at 3 down at the end of Iron Street by Bar's Bar. We also have a fireworks show tomorrow as well. Going into Sunday, there'll be the Freeze Your Fanny Fat Tire Bike Race, and we also have a passy eating contest at the brewery.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's getting a little bit colder here, but if you look right over there, we got some fire stuff going on, and there's going to be all around town this weekend?
We have fires all over town right now to keep people warm. It's warmer out than it has been the past few years, but we like to have that little touch. It brings people out. They like to be around the campfire per se, and it's a great time here in Negaunee right now.
All right, Nate, real quick, tell me, what's your favorite part about this whole weekend?
Well, everyone asks me that all the time. I guess I always like to say the end because then I can relax, but really it's kind of like just setting it up. It's fun to set things up like this. You'll never catch me out on that doing that. I'll end up in the hospital or somewhere.
Nate, thank you very much. Sarah, I'll send you back in the studio. We'll have a recap of the Rail Jam going on right behind me tonight at 11.
Sounds good, Scott. Thank you very much. Well, we have some new details tonight about where a devastating fire in downtown Escanaba last week originated. Escanaba Public Safety's investigation revealed the fire originated on the second floor of 1011 Ludington Street. The second floor contained apartments with trinkets and treasures below. That business, along with Schwalbach Kitchens next door, was a total loss. Public Safety's investigation into the cause of the fire continues. And at this time, officials say the body of the victim found in the rubble has still not been positively identified.
That's what we're working with right now. The Michigan State Police Crime Lab has DNA samples for comparison. We're not sure exactly how long it's going to take, but once we get that positive identification of the body, we will release that to the public.
Officials have been notified of a GoFundMe page containing an alleged name of the victim. However, until the crime lab completes its analysis, the department cannot confirm whether or not it's the actual name of the person that was found in the fire. Right now, a spaghetti dinner fundraiser is going on at the Boniface Arts Center until 7 p.m. to raise money for the owner and tenant of the East Ludington Gallery, which also sustained some significant smoke damage from the fire next door. Our Escanaba Bureau reporter Lily Simmons is there right now, and we'll have that report tonight at 11:10 Central. Your first warning weather forecast is coming up after this break, plus avoiding becoming the victim of identity theft. Our interview with Michigan's Attorney General about why incidents tend to rise this time of year. And later, a UP Summer Trades Camp earns an award from a state department. Why organizers say the recognition is so important. We're back in 2 minutes.
Bad things that come with me.
Crisis just follows wherever I go. Making that fall was a gift to all the people that I love. He's worth fighting for.
Fire Country returns. CBS premiere week after Super Bowl 58 on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to get their car fixed. John's Auto is quickly becoming everybody's favorite place to fix their car. Was that right? For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market. Why do I keep forgetting that word? Experience. Okay, go. 3, 2. For a better service experience, come to John's Auto Market.
And don't forget, we're our
1 Adam 12, 1 Adam 12.
1 Adam 12?
1 Adam 12, 1 Adam 12.
1 Adam 12, roger.
That's right. There's only one Adam 12.
I'll remember that.
5 days a week.
Adam 12, weekdays at 5 on MeTV 19.1. Scott Minshaw reports at 6 at 11 on WZMQ 19 News. Tonight's weather is brought to you by Shunk Furniture.
It's January. Out with the old and in with the new. In our clearance center, we have to make room. You'll save up to 60%. We're clearing out sofas and love seats at big discounts. There's big discounts on sectionals and sofa sleepers. We have to clear out dining room, bedroom, futons, and daybeds. In our clearance center, there's a large selection of recliners. They start at just $279, and there's closeout prices on Serta and Sealy mattresses too. It's our January clearance. Get up to 60% off. Shop Shunks in Marquette today.
Now, WZMQ 19 News First Warning Weather with Ariane Stasic.
Well, Doppler Max is still quiet out there tonight, and this is how it's going to look through tomorrow and Sunday and even through early next week, folks. All right, folks, you've probably seen this already. The groundhog, Punxsutawney Phil, made his decision. He said it was an early spring, and again, you know, this is all for fun. You know, there is no science behind groundhogs and predicting weather. And so, of course, no shadow means an early spring. But again, as I mentioned, this is all just for a little bit of fun. But again, we'll see if it verifies. But remember, Punxsutawney Phil's accuracy rate's only about 40%. Those of us in the science of meteorology, our accuracy rate's about 80 to 85. So take into that what you will. All right, folks, first warning weather futurecast showing a little bit of cloud cover arriving through the overnight hours and into tomorrow morning. So I think we'll start mostly cloudy, but then those clouds start to go away into the afternoon. And we still should be looking at a good supply of sunshine here as we go into our Saturday. Now, Sunday, we're still going to say mostly clear skies here, thinking this might be overdoing some of the cloud cover, but can't rule out a few limited light lake effect flurries coming in off Lake Superior. That's definitely not out of the question. That could happen as winds kind of shift around off the lake. So for low temperatures tonight, we'll be into the 20s across much of the area. And you can see here, this is pretty uniform for us. 24 out in Hoden and 24 out in Ironwood. So again, a mild evening. Again, we should be into the teens for low temperatures this time of the year. If you're doing any traveling tomorrow, we are looking good. Again, a few clouds early in the day, but then it goes into sunshine as we head into the afternoon. So again, nothing really here to really cause too much of a concern for you if you're doing any traveling across the area or even across the state or across the area. We are going to be good to go. So high temperatures tomorrow will be into the 40s across much of the area. 40 out here in Marquette and going out towards the Saint Marie out there. We'll be looking at temperatures around that 40-degree mark, and Hoden around 40 as well. So again, temperatures really above average for this time of the year. We also have hockey for tomorrow night, and we are looking decent. 28 degrees at the puck drop at 6:07. And again, now we are looking forward to that game, and no weather hassles for the game as well. Next 7 days for Marquette goes like this. Again, mostly sunny for the afternoon on Saturday. Again, mixing in a little bit more of that cloud cover as we head into Sunday. More cloud cover as we go into Monday. So Monday's looking like a really overcast day, but then notice the sunshine returns with a few scattered showers next week. And for Escambia, same deal here. Just a few few limited cloud cover through the weekend, but then we start to see a few showers arriving by Thursday and Friday.
My favorite place in the UP is Escambia. Yeah, we know Dakota is doing his very best with our town names up here. Coming up after this break, Michigan's Attorney General shares advice on how to avoid becoming the victim of identity theft this tax season.
The wait is over. England Furniture's quick shipping is back at Kirkish Furniture. Choose your style and fabric and receive your furniture in as little as 30 days. Browse our in-stock selection or let our staff help you customize the perfect sofa or chair. Plus 1 year free financing and free delivery.
Mike Ludlum Sports, only on WZMQ 19 News.
Tonight, the investigation into a deadly plane crash in a mobile home park. Then, California could face historic flooding from yet another huge storm. And
is this fun for you, Mr. Danny?
Oh, yeah. A widower finds peace in helping strangers on the CBS Evening News.
We're on the road to Vegas. Hi, everybody. I'm Mike Ludlum. The biggest football party in America is coming up, and you'll see it right here on WZMQ CBS. But first, get ready for the big game. Game week, watch Road to Vegas every night at 7. It's your ticket to see behind-the-scenes happenings, fans, fun, players, coaches, all live from Las Vegas. What happens in Vegas is not staying there anymore. It's right here weeknights at 7.
Road to Vegas, all next week at 7, only on WZMQ.
Kiss the cold weather goodbye and embrace the warmth and fun of the Caribbean without leaving your couch. One Caribbean Television is your Caribbean connection. Whether you visit the Caribbean for fun or to renew family ties, One Caribbean Television keeps you informed 24/7. Get the latest news, weather forecasts, Caribbean entertainment, and carnival action. If you long for the fun and sun of the Caribbean, download our app now to watch One Caribbean Television on the go, live or on demand.
You're watching the award-winning WZMQ 19 News, live and local with Sarah Blakely.
This week is Identity Theft Awareness Week, and Michigan's Attorney General is giving some tips on how to keep your information protected from potential scammers. Our Michigan Capitol correspondent Sophia Murphy has more on what the AG's office says about protecting yourself against identity theft.
With the holidays past and tax season just beginning, it's the peak time of year for scammers and data leaks that can compromise your personal information.
We really think that oftentimes the best thing we can do is just to educate consumers to make sure that they never fall victim in the first place.
Michigan's Attorney General Dana Nessel says it's important to be prepared because anyone can fall victim to a scam. I reached out to Dr. Tom Holt, a criminal justice professor at Michigan State University, to learn more.
What are some of the ways that people can kind of make sure they're protecting their information?
There are a few simple things that you can do. When it comes to identity theft, the biggest problem is that often it's a large-scale data breach or something that's outside of your control.
Dr. Holt says that when it comes to data breaches, everything from your name, email, phone number, and even your credit card information can be at risk. To help catch potential suspicious behavior on your accounts, Dr. Holt says to check them regularly using your bank's app or website.
You can track your account behavior, and when you start to see suspicious charges, that's an excellent time to act.
The number of scam phone calls, emails, and text messages is also on the rise. The Attorney General's office gave warnings to never hand out your personal information without double-checking the identity of the person contacting you.
Lots of times those people will try to keep you on the phone and they'll make it some sort of emergency where you have to keep on talking to them. Don't allow that to happen.
And if you ever do become the victim of a scam, the worst thing you can do is nothing. Nessel says to reach out to your bank or the Attorney General's office for help recovering your stolen information. From Michigan's capital, Sophia Murphy, WZMQ 19 News.
The Attorney General says the Michigan Identity Theft Support System has caseworkers to walk anyone through the next steps to recovering from identity theft. You can go to michigan.gov/AG for more information about that, and that will also be up on our website and our mobile news app. Let's turn it over to Mike Ludlum for sports tonight.
Thank you, Sarah. Good evening, everyone. A 1991 NMU national champion hockey player has been named interim head coach of the Los Angeles Kings. Jim Hiller was elevated to the position after Todd McClellan was fired this morning after a bad January. This was Hiller's second season as Kings assistant coach. From December 28th until Wednesday, January 31st, the Kings were 3-14 after being in first place in the Pacific Division. We talked to NMU athletic director and former longtime hockey coach Rick Comley about what Hiller brings to the locker room.
Sometimes interim coaches come into a good situation in a sense, because you know the team has talent and has done well. It just, sometimes the message runs dry and owners step in and make a change because they want to save a season. I think with Jimmy's background, the multiple teams he's worked with, he sat behind the bench with this team doing well. He comes in not as a new voice, but a fresh voice, and I think the players will rally around him. You know, I mean, skating wasn't his number one skill. I think his head was, his hands were, his ability to make the right play at the right time, to understand the game. And I enjoyed coaching him because he had to make sense. He couldn't just be an old-time coach, you know, barking and, you know, playing games with players. You had to be right up front with him, and when you were and he understood it, he bought it, and he was one of the hardest working guys we had.
The NHL is off for its All-Star break. The Kings host Edmonton February 10th. Of course, Hiller did play for the Detroit Red Wings. Speaking of Wildcat hockey, NMU hosts Michigan Tech tonight in the first game of a home-and-home series this weekend. Face-off is set for 7:07. Saturday's contest at the McGinnis Student Ice Arena begins at 6:07 p.m. Lake Superior State is idle this weekend. Taking to high school hockey from last night, the Jeffers Jets visiting Escanaba, and it would be a Jeffers goal coming up here as Max Kangas will shoot and Brogan Turner will get the rebound and a 1-0 lead for the Jets. And moments later on an odd man rush, Cody Turner would cash in with the goal. And Jeffers had a 2-0 lead. They went on to win 4-0. Also last night, Kingsford defeated Negaunee 3-1. 2 NMU athletes and 1 from Michigan Tech have been recognized with the GLIAC Commissioner's Awards for the fall sports season. The Wildcat winners are soccer players Maria Storm and Brooke Pietola. Tech recipient is football player Samuel Kinney. The awards bestow after the fall, winter, and spring seasons to 6 female and 6 male student athletes, junior, senior, or grad students that excel both in the classroom and in competition. And don't forget, make sure you're tuning in next week as we prepare you for Super Bowl 58, as we'll have specials live from Las Vegas Monday through Friday at 7 o'clock right here on TV 19.
Thank you very much, Mike. Still ahead tonight, a building trade summer camp wins an award from a state department. Hear from the camp's organizers after the break. And inspiring high school girls to take a look at careers in construction trades. The event today at NMU.
When it comes to ghosts on CBS, we just have one question.
Ghosts? Yes, I believe in ghosts. My grandparents had a ghost, and we were pretty sure it was drunk.
You're not alone. Log on to WeBelieveInGhosts.com.
Do it.
Then watch the return of Ghosts, part of CBS Premiere Week on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
I had a brain aneurysm in the year 2000 here. No one was going to hire someone that had a disability or whatever. I went through a program here at Goodwill well over 20 years ago, and they hired me as soon as I was able to come back to work. They hired many people with disabilities and stuff and get them back into the workforce. My favorite thing I work at Marquette Goodwill is just interacting with the people. It's great atmosphere here and great people here. Goodwill treats everyone really good, so it's like a second chance almost, I was going to say. It really gets you back on your feet.
Shop and donate to your local Goodwill.
Watching Andy Griffith has one result.
Makes you feel good, don't it? Kind of a warm feeling right in the middle of your stomach, your head 2 or 3 feet above your shoulders. You know why you're feeling that way, don't you, boy?
'Cause I'm pooped.
The Andy Griffith Show, weeknights at 8 on MeTV 19.1.
I'm Rachel Knapp. Watch my reports live from Washington, only on 19 News.
PTSD isn't something that is just going to go away on its own.
Treatment works. It helps.
There's no shame in treatment.
Just do it. Your world will be so different afterwards.
It's a warrior sickness. It's not a coward sickness.
Never too late.
I guarantee you it'll help you.
It will change your life.
It turned my life around.
You can find peace.
I never thought I could feel this good.
Walk through those doors, take the step.
Go get help. It's the best and bravest thing you could ever do.
Treatment works.
I'm Sophia Murphy at the Capitol in Lansing, only on WZMQ 19 News.
A summer camp focused on introducing high school students to the trades has received statewide recognition. The UP Construction Council and the Michigan Building Trade Council are receiving Excellence in Practice awards from the Michigan Department of Education. The Building Trades Summer Camp gives grades 8 through 12 an opportunity to earn while they learn various trades. MBTC members say these hands-on programs are show them what career opportunities are available.
For many years, these paths weren't talked about within the school district. It was all pushing towards college, and kind of the construction trades were kind of forgot about. But getting recognition for these types of programs and their importance is very, very eye-opening for a lot of people.
Coming up tonight at 11:10 Central, we'll hear from the UPCC about the impact these trades programs and awards have on the community. Meanwhile, high school students had a chance to learn more about careers in construction on Northern Michigan University's campus today. NMU hosted its 7th annual Women in Construction event. It highlights the importance of women in the trades industry and all the opportunities that are available in the field. Girls are given hands-on experience in welding, woodworking, and construction management. Organizers hope these activities will help attendees decide if this might be a career they want to pursue.
We see a lot of smiles. We see that sense of accomplishment that they did something physical. They know that they can actually do this, go home, show their families that, look what I did.
The annual Women in Construction event is free to any 9th through 12th grade girls. Love to see that. The Upper Goddess is on the road tonight. She and her daughter have some tips for making meals while you're on vacation.
Hi, where are we, Tony? Sarasota, Florida. We have gone to the farmer's market. Look at this gorgeous stuff. That's what we recommend. This video is about when you're on vacation, seek out the farmer's market. Hey, Tony?
Yeah.
Wasn't it amazing?
Yeah, and cheap.
So much cheaper, and it's so much cheaper to make your own breakfast or whatever you want to do, but we're making a frittata, and what we did is we took some of our mushrooms, onions, our pepper, garlic, okay, salt and pepper,
basil,
and yeah, and what we thought would be good is we got some of this baguette that we're going to toast up and we're going to put it on top, okay. It's going to be so good.
There's spinach in there too from the farmer's market.
Yeah, so when we come back, we'll show you what it looks like. Tony, look at our frittata.
The croutons look really good.
So what a cheap breakfast, hey, when you're on vacation.
Yeah.
So tell us what we did.
So we sauteed the mushrooms first in a pan, evaporated all the liquid, took the mushrooms out, and then added onions, peppers, everything. And then you really want to evaporate all the juice that comes out of that stuff because you don't want this wet.
Yeah, it'll be all runny.
And then you combine it all at the end, the veggies first in here, and then you pour over your egg mixture. And then
salt and pepper, of course.
Oh yeah,
and garlic.
And half in there too.
So look at how gorgeous it looks. I always wanted to make one of these, but I never have.
It's really hot.
I'm gonna taste it.
The croutons?
So we added croutons, which we just thought that would be our toast, hey?
Yeah.
So good. You have to seek out, hey, what were we saying, the Sarasota Facebook page?
Yeah, so every city will have their own Facebook page, just what goes on in the city. That's where we found where the farmer's market was.
Yeah.
So if you're going to any destination, you should kind of find a Facebook page that they have and join it, and then just kind of search.
And we're going to the fish market today.
Yeah, and there's a seafood festival.
Oh,
tonight
fun.
too.
Yeah. Okay.
Keep smiling.
See ya.
Well, we have another sunny day ahead of us tomorrow. Dakota has the outlook on the way next.
If you're over 40, we want you to think ahead for just a moment. Imagine your retirement, having all the money you need, all the income, every month, guaranteed. That's Secure Future Investor. Secure Future utilizes an indexed annuity tied to the U.S. stock market, but without any risk of loss, ever. That's right. No matter what happens in the market, your investment can never decline. Down years, you're insured against any losses. Boom years, your retirement account grows exponentially to increase your worth. Whether the market is up or down, Secure Future Investor can set you up with guaranteed money for life income. It's the difference between thinking you have enough money to retire and knowing you're getting that retirement check every single month for the rest of your life, no matter how long you live. Over 40 years old? Call now. Call 888-861-2298. 888-861-2298.
Shriners Hospitals for Children is awesome.
Wow, I was a really cute kid. But it's true, Shriners Hospitals for Children is awesome. The first time I went to Shriners Hospitals for Children, I was 2 months old. Since then, they have helped me with over 18 operations and thousands of rehabilitation hours. Because of their care, now I live a full, independent life. I got my driver's license, and I'm going to college.
It's amazing to know that there's someone looking out for me and my family.
And it isn't just the doctors and nurses who have been looking out for me. It was you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. So let's keep this amazing story going. All you have to do is go to loveshriners.org, and you'll be a part of something special too. Thank you so much.
Well, one final check of your forecast here. Again, Doppler Max is quiet, and as I said, it's going to stay that way through the weekend. Of course, we talked about it earlier, Punxsutawney Phil not seeing his shadow, so he is predicting an early spring, but as I mentioned, there's no science behind this. It's all just for a little bit of fun. Low temperatures tonight will be into the 20s. These should be our high temperatures for this time of the year, but yeah, we're talking about that mild air continuing. We'll have much more details on the forecast coming up tomorrow.
Finally tonight, an exhibit at Escanaba's Boniface Art Center is celebrating the beauty of the Upper Peninsula and the photographers who capture it. The UP Through My Lens exhibit showcases 160 photographs depicting what the UP means to each artist, with subjects including everything from the Northern Lights, lighthouses, animals, pasties, you name it. The non-juried show allows photographers of all skill levels to display their work in the gallery. And we'll take a closer look at that gallery tonight at 11:10 Central. And that is the next time we'll see you. Have a great evening.
Breaking news.